Alright guys, welcome. This is Irvin, aka Team with Irvin, and I'm here with Andy from England. And today we're gonna be showing you 9 pairs that I have analyzed, and Andy will be asking some of his questions if he has some. Now we're gonna start with NZDUSD, and we are doing the 4-hour study this week. All these charts are for this coming week from the 24th to the 29th. And as you see here on the screen, we have 4 hours. We got triple arrow, the white arrows, small arrow, and the yellow arrow. And then we got the support, the yellow support, which is the daily. And then we have here on the top, which is the trend is going down right now. We have big arrow, small arrow, and yellow arrow, and it's pointing down as you see it. See here. Now it's back to reverse, but we don't have enough confirmation yet. But as we see right now, it's touching previous support on the daily support. All right. So right now is gonna my analysis for this week is that it's gonna bounce back to the 0.89 line, and then as you see here on the MACD, the MACD already has a crossover, so which means it's going up. And right here on the ADX also has the crossover just started right now. Let me point the vertical line in there. You see there, we got a crossover there, and then we got another crossover on the ADX, and the major killer, which is usually appears when the triple arrow forms, and we got a big wave that is showing that something is gonna reverse back. Do you have any question on this, Andy?
The major killer, I've not seen that before. Does that repaint?
It does not. What I have realized is, Andy, that once usually when the triple arrow forms, you kind of like see a big movement, either up or down, and it's just changed the colors. So if it's bullish, then it will be green. If it's bearish, it goes, it's red. But one of our team member in our group sent me this file, and to be honest, I'm still testing it, but it seems pretty promising. It match with what we have on our triple arrow settings. All right, so now I'm gonna show you the next AUDCAD on the daily, and I have create here a horizontal lines where my analysis for this week is that it's gonna bounce back to the 19 line, and then it's gonna bounce back to to the previous resistance, right?
So are you marking there with the yellow horizontal lines?
That's yep.
Weekly levels or roundabout weekly levels adjusted to the charts.
Exactly. So either it will, you see my analysis that it's gonna bounce back to that level. If you see the white dots here, that is the month weekly.
Weeklies, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I was telling you earlier, that you see my analysis for this one is that it's gonna reverse back as what it's doing right now, and it's gonna touch previous weekly and daily dot, and then it's gonna continue up, because right now where's the triple arrow pointing? It's here.
It's going up. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's doing a pullback. Now it's time to change direction. Look.
Would you say that's a pullback because it's like a gradual decline as opposed to quite a sharp incline that you had before?
Well, look what I drove the horizontal line. The horizontal line is matching with the daily, weekly, and I can assure you the 4 hours is in there, but because it's thicker, I cannot see it. All right. So now if we put let's put the vertical line, and let's see what we see here. You see the trend still showing down, and that's what my analysis is. Look on the ADX, it has the big crossover in there, and the movement is of the direction of the trend is strong. It's still going down. And then on the major killer is just turning changing direction, but we don't have a strong confirmation yet. We don't have no arrow, nothing like that that it will show us what to do next.
You'll wait for the triple arrows to come in at that level, and if they do, then you'll take it. If they don't come in, then you wait for the next level. Yeah.
Right. So that's my analysis on this one. And now going to GBPUSD. All right, Randy. Now you answer me this analysis here and tell me what you see.
Well, we have 2 arrows. We're waiting for a third arrow to come in now to give us an up direction. Looking at the ADX, it looks a little bit unsure at the moment. Still waiting for a positive cross of that.
Well, if you see in there, it's a barely crossover on the ADX. You see the green up and the red on the bottom, but there is no movement on the white line yet. You know, there is right. There's no momentum yet. Now, what did you see on the major killer? There's another momentum in there.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And the momentum is going up, right? And what did you see on the MACD?
MACD is saying that's just crossing above as well, so that's looking like the buy. This is coming in.
Right, and then if you see it has 2 bars in there, so the MACD is still showing up. So basically, that's what I drove my analysis on this one. That is, you know, it's gonna bounce back to, you know, the 1.30067 line, and then it's gonna do a small pullback to the previous support. And that
you're on the daily here, aren't you? So I'm guessing on the 4 hour that would be showing triple arrows anyway, wouldn't it?
All right, let me go back to 4 hour. My chart is acting weird. Bear with me. Yep. So you like that? So pretty much everything is telling you it's ready to go. You see why I like the longer time frame? Because at the ends it controls the small ones. So we got triple arrow, and then we got a crossover on our MACD. Even, you know, here at the help line, the help line is green as well. Then we have the big jump or the momentum on the major killer showing you the same thing. Look at what the ADX is showing you. It's showing you a crossover, and the momentum is strong. Up to now, still a bullish market.
Absolutely, yeah.
You like that?
That's pretty clear, isn't
it? That's good that you're getting it. So.
No, I mean, on everything you look at on there, it's very clear that it's going up.
Right. That's good. All right, moving on. And now we got the NZDUSD. This is the daily again. On the daily, we do have the triple arrow, right? And we have on the ADX is a crossover. It's going up.
Yep.
The momentum is just starting on the major killer, so it's not like a big momentum yet. So, but I mean, if you move back to 4 hours, obviously, you know, you will see it. That happens right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
See, right now it's just doing the reverse back.
Yeah, just retesting that level.
Right, but even the ADX is telling you, you know, the green is up. We got a crossover on the MACD, so we have more than 3 confirmation that is showing up. Look at the dot. The dot is reading the 4 hours daily and weekly. Yeah. So right now it's just, you know, dancing on that particular area, on the 0.64860, and then it's gonna continue its direction to my horizontal line. That's what I like. Sometimes I like to do my analysis on the daily 4 hours, and sometimes I just check the 1 hour. So I think I have 1 hour here coming up soon. All right, the next pair I have here is the AUSDS, and it's a daily again. And now I want you to tell me what you see. Let me put the line in there, the vertical line. Okay, previously, where's the trend going up this time?
The trend's up on the daily.
Good. And how can you how did you determine that?
I'll just take it from the big arrow. Awesome.
So you know that usually how I change my big arrow to a white arrow, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now, so that is good. So right now we have, you know, daily, weekly, and 4 hours telling us, you know, that particular area where the market is sitting is gonna, now it's time to reverse. Now we do not have an ADX crossover yet, so I will wait on this one. Maybe we'll do a small pullback, and but the analysis is to go up all this week. And
the momentum is quite high there as well, isn't it, from your ADX?
Yeah, but it's showing down right now because it hasn't fully formed yet. But obviously, you see, it's touching our preview. Our triple arrow showing up, so it's just doing the pullback. But the idea is to go back to the previous that of the weekly, which that's what I have my horizontal line. All right, cool. All right, here's one for 1 hour. The EUNZD. This one, tell me what you see, and I'm just gonna confirm.
Well, I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart, you got triple arrows, bullish triple arrows. You've got, looking at the MACD, it's crossed the 0 line. So I'm speaking with or hearing Jenny. She finds that quite a big trigger to get into a trade.
Look at what I put. You see why I like to draw the vertical line, and I change the color. Yeah. So the way you change the color is right click on it and click vertical line properties and change it to white, which is the last one on the bottom, and then put the second dashes on it, right? Okay. So if you put that vertical line in there, and basically your job is to look down and see what if all your indicators are lined up. Look at the ADX. What did you see there?
There's the crossover.
Nicely, it's a nicely crossover.
Yeah.
Look at the momentum on your major killer. Previously, it went up on your big on the big arrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Now look at the help line. The help line is green.
Green, yeah.
And now what is your MACD?
Yeah, MACD's green above red.
Good.
Crossover.
Good. Good. Right now, if I don't know if you are on this trade or not. If you are, I will highly suggest you to lock on some profit as soon as the market open. Because usually Sundays the market love to reverse. So if it doesn't go based on this, my analysis is to collect how many pips. Let me see before it reverse. Oops, sorry. Let me put this here. From here we got another 54 pips.
Yes.
But it can reverse back another 60 pip.
Yeah.
And then continue up. So I don't know if you're on the market on this particular trade. If not, then I will highly suggest you to lock profit on it.
Also, if you look on that horizontal line there, where the last time it actually got there was a very big bounce from it, wasn't there?
Right.
Large rate.
So I'm pretty sure, that it's gonna go back to the previous high, but I'm not always right. The market do whatever they want to do. So all we're doing here is just analyzing the market and see what the market tells us. All right. So the next pair I have here is the AUDJPY. It's on the daily. And previously, where's the trend going at this time?
Well, go by the big arrow again. It's an uptrend, so we're on a bit of a pullback, a daily pullback.
Awesome. So right now, what is your analysis based on what we had discussed on the previous chart versus this one? Explain me this one, and maybe I can see.
From the ADX point of view, we're waiting for a crossover.
Right.
We're waiting for probably if we drop down to the 4 hour, we'll be looking for a big arrow or triple arrows from the 4 hour. The MACD is crossing, but it's not very significant. But there is momentum being shown from the ADX and also from your major killer. Right.
You see, my analysis on this one, obviously I'm on the daily. The daily, when it looks like it's not a big movement if it goes to our previously horizontal line. But if it goes up in there and then reverse back and then continue up, we're talking about probably about 150, 180, 122 pips. Or either can go to the previous high, this area here.
So it could just retest that horizontal line there where you are now, or it could break through and carry on up to the higher level.
I'm pretty sure it will retest it in there, and then it will pull back to our previous big arrow where we had the daily 4 hours and weekly dot. Right, because this is a big major area where the market couldn't continue down. Yeah, it couldn't break through. Now from here, that's why I put the line there, and then I went back, and then our idea is to go back to our previous high. If it does go that our way, we're talking about 641 pips. That's a huge, that could be your vacation. Right. So, yeah, All right, and my lastly analysis that I have for this week is, as you see here, we had the triple arrow clearly. Then in that time, it did crossover. Actually, let me put a vertical line in there. All right, let me put another vertical line right where the market is sitting. Right. All right, perfect. Previously, no, what is this? Okay. Okay, previously here we got our triple arrow, all right? Then we have a crossover, a nicely crossover on our ADX, and same thing is showing here. And look at this, the magic killer. That's what I like. You know, I'm still testing it, and I forgot the name of the guy that sent it to me, but I think he sent it to Jenny as well for their.
It does look quite significant, doesn't it, when it aligns so well with the big arrow? Yeah.
I mean, but you know, not always it may work. So to be honest, I think I'll be trying it for a week already, and I'm in love with it. It's pretty good. It's like what Pat said, you know, it's a sexy lady in there. So yeah, I mean, it works pretty good. And then look on and then we have on the ADX, we have a nicely crossover. The momentum in that time was it was high. And then don't worry about whatever is on the middle, because your job is to get in on the triple arrow. Because remember, your job and my job is it remain the same. We are here for the triple arrow. We're not here for any major killer, nothing like that. Obviously, those confirm what we're looking for. But and then I see it went back to the previous daily dot. See that's my daily ones.
Yes.
And the white ones are my weekly. And then it did a huge pullback. And this is the 4 hours. If you go to the 50 minutes, I can assure you we're gonna see the triple arrow in there, because look in there. It has a crossover on your MACD. Same thing in here. Look, the momentum on your major killer is changing.
Yes.
It's a small momentum, but as we know, the market is going up. So it's not gonna be another huge momentum where the big arrow is gonna show. But right now it's confirming, you know, what we want to see. And look at what the ADX is showing us. All right, so now let's say we go to the 15 minute. 15 minutes should be a triple arrow. Let me see, did I click on it? All right, I don't know, my chart is acting up. There it is. See that? I was gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah, if you were to take this based on, you know, the higher time frame, usually what Jenny and the other guys were saying, as soon as you know your moving average breaks on the next once the candle closes, then that's where you should take your trade. So in this scenario, a closing here, right? So if you were to take it here, that would be, so you see it touched your previous AA line.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So it would be 108 pips. That's nice. That's really good. Yeah. And like right now the momentum is showing down, but it's because this big week.
But that could have just been like end of week.
So either you see, either this is gonna touch back to our AA mid of the AA line, and then it's gonna continue its path up back in there, either in there reverse, or either it's gonna go up.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to continue up, doesn't it? Just because of the levels that are underneath it.
Yeah, but that's a big that's why you see the reverse on the 50-minute. But I mean, I shouldn't worry about it. How many pips are from here to the middle line? Let me see. 35 pips, 36 pips. Yeah, 35 pips. Yeah. And then it's gonna go up. So it's gonna go up either another 94 pips. My goal is to touch our previous daily dot. If it does, you know, that's gonna be about 190 pips. But I'm more than satisfied if I get those 91s in there.
90, yeah. So would you wait for like a Stairmaster setup now, or?
I mean, the Stairmaster is there.
Yeah.
Look at here. You see, it went up. We got the triple.
But now that it's pulled back, I say there might be a little bit more pullback.
Yeah, but look at where the dots are sitting. It's sitting on your 4 hours and your daily and your weekly. Yeah. So that it couldn't break. It couldn't go below those 3 time frames. Yeah. So, I mean, now everything is showing clearly that it's time, you know, to reverse back to his normal direction, because the trend is going up.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand that.
Cool. So you were telling me that you wanted to add the monthly dot?
Yeah, on my charts I've added monthly levels, which obviously don't come around too often, but when they're there and the price gets to that point, there are some massive bounces from those. Massive bounces.
Yeah, I haven't tried, so I don't know how good it will be. Let me see.
Obviously, in hindsight, they're very good, but obviously trading it, you know.
All right, I'm gonna put it here on 1 month. What color do you want to try? Let's try. Let's try blue.
Yeah, I was going to say blue. It's different to the rest of what you've got there.
Let's put it on the width 3, and let's see what we see here.
If you take a look on a weekly time frame.
Bear with me. They don't come that often, innit?
No, have a look on a weekly time frame. You'll see something.
Okay, it's freezing up. Oh no, it's not responding. All right. Ooh. Oh wow, look at that. That's...
And if you measure between those levels where they have bounced, well, it obviously depends on the pair you're dealing with.
Holy crap! Look at this! Look at this! I love it. Look at that! What? Oh my God! This is awesome. Let me put that vertical line in there. I haven't tried this. This is completely new to me, but it's like it's pretty interesting. Look at here. So now on this triple arrow, we clearly had triple arrow on the weekly. Yeah. No, weekly or monthly? Weekly, right?
You've added monthly levels, which are your blue levels. But there's, as I say, there's going to be big jumps from both the weekly and obviously bigger.
So okay, so look at this one. So basically all time frames line up perfectly with your monthly. Yeah. And look at what the MACD shows up. It clearly had a crossover. And even the help line turned red as well, but in probably after 4 or 5 candles. Look at what the major killer is doing now. I mean, that's a beast.
Yeah. You look at where a level's been created, and then you've come back into that level, one of the monthly levels. Go a bit higher up.
I don't think it will show up.
You can see, even though it looks like an insignificant bounce, because it's a monthly level, it's still bouncing 100, 150 pips, even when it just sort of just touches and then moves away. It's quite mad, really.
I mean, wow. I kind of like it. Yeah. Because,
it doesn't harm just to have them on there, so that when you're actually, trading lower time frames.
Yeah, because the goal here is to take quality trades, not to over leverage your account and load it up. So if
that says you don't take every triple arrow, but obviously if you can identify triple arrows from very high levels, probability levels, they should be very good, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty neat. I really like it.
If you look at like where we are now with price, that's just well, I say just.
Oh, look at that!
You see where it's hit there? If you just measure from that level back up to where it's bounced now.
You see, my analysis is right.
It's right. Do you know what I mean? That's a strong level, isn't it? That's a massive level.
Oh gosh, that really confirmed. That make me happy.
From that level, do you know what I mean? There's just so much weight behind it.
Let me see. From there to my night. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, it looks like it's hardly moved, but that's nearly 300 pips.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And I assure you, as I say, that all the levels that I've looked at, they all do similar. Do you know what I mean?
You see the monthly with the weekly line up just exactly.
They do, yeah.
They do. It's pretty much the same level. Nothing really changed. So you don't really have to have it. Based on what we're seeing here. I mean, it's good to have it, and you can go to the monthly and okay, my monthly and my daily, my monthly and my weekly is bouncing at the same direction, and from there you can move to your whatever time frame you want to trade, either your 1 hour, 4 hours, or either 15 minutes.
Absolutely.
Look at this triple. Look at the triple arrow when it was going up. The downside in here is our Trump amazing does not work on the monthly, so everything is just red.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, they are, aren't they?
I mean, that's all you care is taking our job is a triple arrow. So.
Yeah, I think once the levels are set, I wouldn't even look at the monthly. Do you know what I mean? I'll be looking back at dailies and 4 hours, waiting for the triple arrows to come in at those levels.
Right.
And when they do, and you can see the blue dots, you've got a very, very strong level.
Yeah, look at the ADX in this particular area. Let me grab this. Yeah. We got a crossover and then the momentum was so high. And look at the Magic Killer, has a huge momentum as well. ADX has a nicely crossover. Then if you would have not take, obviously, your monthly, your weekly, and your daily were showing you the same. Yeah. So if you would be a little bit more patient of it, let's say even if you would have taken it in that particular area, you would be a nice profit. Look at this one.
Very nice profit.
Oh my god, this is a massive move. I haven't tried this because I don't play it's too much for me. Mostly I'm gonna go is up to the weekly, but it's good to have it, you know.
I'd say if they're there, it's not, it doesn't affect you, does it? But you can actually just see that the monthly level has reacted at that point.
Wow, look at that. That's a 4,691 pips. Gosh.
But you just, as I say, you just know the price when it returns to one of the monthly level or the weekly level, there's going to be a significant bounce from it.
Yep.
And then you collect those pips at that point if you get the triple arrows, which I'm 90% certain you will get the triple arrows at those levels.
Right. So the triple arrow is a beast. It match with everything. So I like this Stairmasters. See this one, if there's no noise between this candle, it's just a straight shot. Once you see your blue dot, it's time to reverse back. You see it came down, then you would take it up. Yep, it's pretty neat.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. Good that I got you on the line.
It's exciting. It's something I've tried before, slightly differently. Without this is before triple arrow days, for me anyway, and it was very effective. So perhaps with triple arrows, it's going to be even more effective.
Right. So pretty neat then. All right, so I think we're good now. I'm gonna leave it in there. And I kind of like probably will next session, probably you can join me next Sunday, and I can get you back to our study and see if you come up with a different ideas. But look, I just moved to the 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
The 4 hours it shows a little bit different. 4 hours is your monthly is sitting on our big arrow and the little arrow.
But if you scroll back a little bit, there'll be a slightly lower level, won't there?
I mean, this is good.
This is just a return to the level, isn't it? That big arrow there, right next to now,
This
return to that level when it's just bounced again. And if you see how far that bounced from there,
oh, it's gonna be there forever.
Look how far back the monthly was.
Wow. So it was back in, I can't even tell the date. That was a start on January 31st. From January 31st, the market been bullish. See that?
But then it comes back to that level and it bounces significantly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From that point there, it just comes onto the screen.
Yeah, but we don't have anything. I mean, even though we got the triple arrow coming down, bearish, but there's no monthly no monthly blue dots on it. So it's good to see. It's good to just know, what the monthly is which direction it's showing. Yeah. But I mean, it seems pretty promising, so I like it. Okay then, so thank you for joining this live analysis of what the market it may do this week. So we're not 100%. We're just, fellow traders looking the same idea that you and I and others want to see. So nothing a big deal of it. And so I just create a Facebook page and a Instagram. So, and I have it as a Forex USA group. And here's our triple arrow, what we just discussed. When the triple arrow shows up, big white arrow, small arrow, yellow arrow is a buy, went up. Then we got a sell here, white arrow, red arrow, and a yellow arrow. It came down and repeat itself, goes up. And Obviously, here's a disclaimer. So every trade is risky, so don't trade any money that you can afford losing, and just make sure you subscribe to our channels. And thank you for joining, and until next time.